Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. The purpose of this video, I've been needing to do it for a long time. It's really late right now. I'm sorry I look like whatever I look like. It's bad lighting. It's the middle of the night. I'm feeding snakes. I've got hours more to go, but I needed to take a break and make this video. I've been needing to for months. Can't put it off anymore. So here we go. What do we offer? What services and products do we offer as a business, as the Reptile Barn? What do we not offer, and why? So first, I'm going to bullet point these out. We offer reptiles for sale, primarily ball pythons of many morphs and combinations, and also sailfin dragons, Philippine sailfin dragons. That is what we have. Probably starting in 2024, we will also have red spotted garter snakes, maybe Superdorf retics, maybe a couple other things. You know, we might be breeding our red-eyed tree frogs, but for right now, ball pythons and Philippine sailfin dragons. That is what we have. Okay. We also run the Expo, the All Alaska Reptile and Exotics Expo, that so far has been once per year in the city of Wasilla in the summer. However, we are also working on adding, either in 2024 or 2025, we're going to be adding a second expo per year in Anchorage, and it will be in the winter. So we run the expo. Okay, there's another thing we try and offer to the community, and boy, do we pour our heart and soul into that. We love doing it, and it has grown, and it's fantastic. Okay, that's it. That is what we offer. If you are looking for anything else, I am so sorry. We can't, for the most part. Let me explain. So, we currently do not offer boarding. We cannot ship your reptiles for you, although we can help you figure out what you're doing and even sell you the proper, shipping kit. We can do that, but we cannot ship them for you. We don't really do any of the equipment. We can't sell cages right now, lights, substrate, all that kind of, other stuff that you need to keep reptiles. We only have the reptiles themselves, and I am aware that that sucks. Trust me. Painfully aware that that sucks. On a very limited basis, we sell feeders, but it's only when we have excess, So mice, we sell live or frozen when we can. Feel free to reach out, basically. We have rats sometimes, gerbils sometimes, little rabbits sometimes, quail eggs, soon to be more. We also used to sell more dubia than we do, but right now, we've added several lizards, so we're kind of using up all our own supply. But if you need feeders, you can reach out to me, and at the very worst, I'm going to point you towards another local business that is superb called the Alaska Feeder Farm for all your feeder needs. Okay, or if you'd prefer to buy it, online, I'm sure I can help you find places to buy online. But yeah, typically people who need a lot of feeders, I can't do it. Someone's like, I need a pinky or something. That's fine. But most of the time, I can't sell large quantities of feeders because I don't have them. There's a bunch of other things like birthday parties. I don't think I mentioned that yet. We get asked a lot. I wish we could, but in general, we don't do birthday parties and events. Okay, so far this has been kind of a downer video. I That's just how it is, and I needed to lay them out there. But please, if anyone's still watching, let me explain why it is like this. Because I worry that people sometimes, when I tell them no, they don't understand why, and they feel like I'm being unhelpful, and that oh, he must only be in it for the money. The second somebody needs 20 minutes of his time, he's not available. Let me talk through this, okay? We have 5 children. The youngest is an 8-month-old baby. My wife works full time. So because the business is something we can do from home, or we rent this basement apartment for the animals too. So we're back and forth between here and our house a lot. I have the kids with me full time. We homeschool them. Okay. So I'm putting in 60 hours at least per week on the business. My wife works full time and then also puts in time on the business. And we're homeschooling the kids. And we have several other things in our life that are time commitments, right? We're maxed out. We are just maxed out. Our space is maxed out. I mentioned we can't do boarding. That is not because we don't want to. I desperately do want to. It is a needed service in our community here, reptile boarding. Can't do it because my space is completely and totally maxed out. My animals currently are safe. They are secure. They are well taken care of. If we added more animals, even just a small number of them, that would no longer be the case. We couldn't fit them properly. We couldn't take care of them properly. I cannot do boarding right now. When we get our bigger facility, we will, but right now we can't. Um, Parties and events like that, you can see why. I can't really do it. You know, like the kids go to grandma a lot, but I can't just be dropping them on people. There's 5 of them, right? First off, that's a lot of kids, and my time is so maxed out that like right now it's the middle of the night. I have hours of feeding ahead of me. If I'd done a birthday party this afternoon, I'd be up till 5 in the morning instead of 3 in the morning doing feedings, right? And that's just how it is. And I can't do that because I still have to get up in the morning and take care of the kids when my wife goes to work, right? So this is not a sob story. I do not want anyone's pity. I don't need anyone's pity because my life rocks. I absolutely love what we do. We chose this. Any of the difficulties that come along with it, we chose those difficulties. We embrace it. We love it. This is absolutely not a video about woe is me. Why is it so hard? We know exactly why it's so hard. It's hard to make a lot of money, a lot of profit off of reptiles. Can be done. It is done all over the world. But you have to be really good at business and put in a lot of time, years of time to build your business up, and often catch 1 or 2 lucky breaks. Not saying that everyone who's successful with it just got lucky. No, they're really good at business, and they've worked their absolute tail off for many years. But until our business is making so much money that my wife can quit her day job, at which point she'll have more of the time with the kids, more involved in the business as the kids get older and are helping more with the business, that sort of thing. This will all change. We knew this. We knew it was a long-term slog, but that eventually everything would coalesce into our dream, how we wanted it, how we envisioned it. This is great. We're making progress. We are on track. Everything is awesome. It's just busy beyond all belief. Overwhelmingly busy. And so that is why many of these things that I wish we could do for the reptile community here, we can't do. I don't think I talked a ton about shipping yet. We can offer limited assistance with shipping. What do I mean by that? We can offer advice. I can sell you shipping kits because, here in Alaska, when someone's like, all right, I'm moving out of state, I need to get my shipping kit. Sometimes these kits take weeks to arrive. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm moving. I'm getting on a plane in a week. I need this to arrive. Well, I have shipping equipment. The boxes, the insulation, the heat packs, the cryo packs, the bags, the delis, packing material, all this good stuff. And I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times. So I would never consider myself an expert, but I do have experience. And so I wish that I could give you the full peace of mind of just dropping off your animals and you go. And I hold on to them and I pack them up when it's time and I take them to FedEx and I send them down to you and you don't have to worry about a thing. I wish I could do that for you, but I can't. Can't board anything here. I mentioned that, just the space and time requirements. And with my 5 kids with me, I can't always just pick up and run to FedEx. I can't always even be here when you are going to be here, if that makes sense. My schedule is dictated by the clubs and lessons that I'm taking my kids to constantly. My wife's work schedule dictates a lot of my schedule. All that sort of thing. So what I can do is help you figure out exactly what shipping kit to use, how to get your shipping label from a website like Ship Your Reptiles, and sell you the actual kit itself. But you will have to come here and get it from me, put your animals in it, and you will then take them to FedEx, or have somebody that you know do this. I cannot do that part for you. I wish that I could. I can't. In the future, I absolutely will, but right now, can't do it. So, by the way, if anyone is watching this who I have recently helped with shipping, this is not whining about you. Every single person I have helped with shipping has been fantastic. These are people who care deeply that their animals, their beloved pets, are safe, taken care of, and that they get to keep them because they're moving thousands of miles away. I am thrilled with the ethics and the politeness and every interaction I've had with people who have reached out to me asking help with shipping. This is in no way a complaint about any of you. I'm just trying to explain why I can't do more, right? And I want to be able to point people towards this video. I'm also going to write it out on our website, at least the bullet points of what we can and can't do, so that when people are like, hey, I've got a question about blah, 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 just in the interest of my time, which is overwhelmingly precious and overused, I can say, hey, I've got a video and a blog on my website. Go there. If you still have questions, reach out again, and I'm happy to help. But I'm up to getting sometimes dozens of calls per week with all these various things, and I needed this video that I can put on the website, put on YouTube, and also write it out so that I can direct people there and hopefully answer many of their questions before spending sometimes hours going over every single solitary detail of these different things and explaining myself this exact explanation over and over and over and over and over again while my kids are crying for lunch or I'm late to getting them to swimming or whatever the case may be, right? It is not because I don't like talking to you. One of my absolute surprises doing this business has been how much I love interacting with the customers. I did not see that coming, but I have loved it. I wish I could do more of it, but I have to do stuff like this to save myself some time. We are truly at, or to be honest, past capacity for what our schedule can handle, what our space can handle. I can't cut any more sleep out of my life. Again, I don't want to make this a pity party, not in any way, shape, or form. But I do want to clarify why I can't help more, right? And again, as our business grows, which it has grown every single year since its inception, we will add more and more of these services, of these products, more species. Next year, we will start offering enclosures. Some of them will even be like live planted bioactive enclosures. We will probably get our first ever Superdorf retics, if all goes well this winter. Our first ever red-spotted garter snakes, again, if they breed correctly, as we're hoping they will. Maybe one or two other species as well, depending on how things go. So we're growing. We're heading towards this more multifaceted business that covers all the different aspects of a reptile business, not just a breeder, if that makes sense. We're getting there. Just be patient with us, and you will eventually see the same vision that we have been seeing for the last 9 years. It will happen. But for now, that is what we do offer and don't offer, and that is why those are the things we can and cannot offer. So I wanted to have something here that I can direct people towards, answer as many of your questions as I can. And again, if this isn't clear to somebody, or if you have a question outside the scope of what I covered, do reach out. Text me, email me. I often cannot answer phone calls for many reasons, primarily because down in this basement apartment I get terrible reception. But texts and emails I will answer within an hour usually. So, yeah, that is the video. I hope that no one thinks that I'm trying to push you away or that I don't want to help or that I'm making excuses. I really just wanted to be transparent so that you know what I do, what I can't do, and why I'm not more helpful when you need it. So, yeah, take it or leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching and for always supporting us. Until next time, we are the Reptile Barn.